Well, we're having roast tonight. I didn't take the roast out soon enough, so I did something I really hate to do. I had to finish defrosting in the microwave, but it's okay. Hopefully it didn't toughen it up. We're going to have Brussels sprouts. They're all prepared. I'm going to add onion, and I'm going to make those stuffed mushrooms with the leftover ricotta spinach mixture from the lasagna, and those are the mushrooms I'm going to stuff. And we're having rice pilaf, rice-a-roni with it. So let's get started. See you back soon. I've put the roast in the roasting pan with the rack that I like so much. I've added a Creole seasoning and McCormick Montreal steak seasoning. Going to cook it in the preheated oven starting at 375 for half an hour, and then reduce to 325 for the remainder of the time. I like 20 minutes per pound. It's a 4.5 pound roast, of course, and that's pretty rare. I might cook it for even less, even down to 15 minutes per pound, depending on how it's coming along. You will need to adjust your cooking time for your taste and for the temperatures of your oven. See you back in a few. I've stuffed the mushrooms. I'll put those in the oven when I take the roast out. While the roast is sitting for 15 minutes, the mushrooms will be under the broiler for 15 minutes, and they ought to be ready in time. I've diced up some more mushrooms and some onion to saute in the pan with the rice-a-roni, and I'm going to nuke the seasoned Brussels sprouts and diced onions. I've seasoned with salt, pepper, and Creole seasoning, and a butter spray. See you back soon. The Brussels sprouts are in the microwave with the onions, coming along nicely with a couple splashes of water. The rice, onions, and mushrooms are browning up nicely, and the roast will come out in about 15 minutes, and that's when the stuffed mushrooms will go in. Making good progress. The roast is resting now. I added 3 cups of water to the bottom of the pan, and I'll use that now to make the gravy while the roast rests. The rice-a-roni is coming along nicely, the Brussels sprouts are ready, and the stuffed mushrooms are in the oven under the broiler. We'll have dinner soon. The stuffed mushrooms are out from the broiler. I'm going to bring Mom a couple as her appetizer for dinner. She just enjoyed her 86th birthday on September 18, 2014. However, then a week later she was hospitalized, gave us a scare. Anyway, we're fixing her favorite dishes to help aid in her convalescence, and these mushrooms are one of her favorites. Well, mushrooms anyway. This is the first time I've made them stuffed like this. I'm going to bring hers upstairs. The gravy water is boiling nicely. When I come back down, I'll finish the gravy and dinner will be on. Dinner is ready. Everything's prepared. Mom already has her stuffed mushrooms, so I have 4 left. This is her plate going upstairs to her. It has the roast beef and gravy. One of her favorites are these Brussels sprouts with onions, and rice pilaf with mushrooms and onions sauteed in. Dinner's ready. I hope you try this recipe, and I'm sure she'll enjoy it. It's one of her favorites.